Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
And my name is Grant Winterer.
Good to have you folks along. Good morning, Grant.
Good morning, Dave.
Need to start where I didn't finish yesterday.
Cool. So a part two.
Yeah, it's a part two because I forgot part one.
Oh, no.
I did mention it on the Party Line show yesterday. But yesterday we gave away a $25 gift card to the Dairy Queen. And I forgot to tell you about some really cool things going on at the Dairy Queen they wanted you to know about. So I thought I'd do that right off the top here this morning before I got by and missed it again.
Mm-hmm.
We gave away the gift card to Harold yesterday, $25. Congratulations. But what I wanted you to know about their Alaska pollock fish basket.
Whoa.
It is in full steam ahead mode here with the Lenten season and spring. Now, these don't last forever. They're not around forever, so take advantage of them. Complete with fries, Texas toast, and tartar sauce.
All right.
Fish basket. Ooh, you can't go wrong there. And then they also have the popcorn shrimp basket with fries.
Nice.
Are you a shrimp guy?
I am. I love seafood.
Shrimp's good. I do too.
Oh, man, I
It's
can't
wonderful.
get enough of it.
And this time of year, you can take some of that in where other times you can't. And this is the case at the Dairy Queen. They offer these fish specials for you right now. They'll be here for a limited time, so stop in before they're gone. They also have new blizzards.
Oh, really?
Yes, that are coming soon, as well as the brand new Backyard Bacon Ranch Burger.
Nice. Man, that's huge.
They got it going on.
No kidding.
Always something good going on at the Dairy Queen in Broken Bow because at DQ restaurants, happy tastes good.
Hey, there you go.
So wanted to get that in this morning. And as soon as I find my sheet, I'll let you know what we're going to be doing today. Here, there it is. I'll get that out here and let you know today we'll be giving away, oh, that's right, a $25 gift card to the Broken Bow Golf Club.
Hey, all right.
Later on today, so be sure and stick around for that. For our Love Shopping Local promotion. And it's been a lot of fun. We got several days, a couple of weeks left, giving $25 a day away. And that's going to be fun. Also today, I brought in my worksheet that I have on my desk. I thought we would concentrate musically today when we have time on classic rock.
Nice.
As you can see, my worksheet here is kind of thick.
It's a workbook.
This has the, what was it? The top 1,300 classic rock songs of all time.
1,300?
Yes, 1,300 some.
All right.
And you forget how many there are. We probably have almost all of them in our playlist, so we're going to play some of those today. We also have the 100 best rock songs of the 80s, which I'll just put at the bottom of the stack here. We'll just go general, because I think one of the top ones, which is Sick, is Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. Oh, gee, many Christmas.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. Christy, if you're listening, I'm sorry. We're not going 80s today. All right. We're going to do school lunch menus. You got those in the Manila folder over there.
I sure do.
I'll find mine in my stack, and we'll bring them to you. I'll start with the Prairie Pioneer Center today. On this Friday, they're having chili, cottage cheese, fruit, and cornbread. 872-6121 is the number to call and let them know you'd like to enjoy a meal with them today. They'll have it ready for you when you get there, and the price is right.
Yeah. Litchfield today is fittingly fish.
And at Anselmo Myrna, no school today.
And the same is true for Sargent.
All right. Ansley, they're having quesadillas, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Friday at Gothenburg will be Sloppy Joe, a spicy chicken sandwich, pizza, a Swede chef salad, a Sweetable, and a deli sandwich.
And at Broken Bow Middle and High School today, it's Pizza Hut pizza, baked fish and cheese sandwich, fresh baked ham and turkey sub, grilled chicken shaker with roasted flatbread, grill station combo is spicy chicken sandwich basket, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
No school for Loop City today.
All right, they're taking the day off. And at Thetford, looks like maybe they're taking the day off too. There's no lunch listed there.
All right.
And that's all I have.
I've got Kozad here, who's got a cheese pizza, a sausage and egg grilled cheese, a peanut butter and jelly, a cheese stick celery, a chef salad with Italian bread, fresh fruit, a fresh garden salad, steamed broccoli, and milk.
All right. And we want to remind you again while we're talking about lunch menus for the young people, don't forget, coming up in April, on April 22nd, it will be the Custer County Kids Fair returning to the Broken Bow Schools Activity Building. That'll start at 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. It is a ways off. I do want you to know it's free for all families and kids, but they could use a little financial support to put this on and maybe some help moving some tables and so forth, kind of helping put things together. If you'd like to help, call Jeanette or Lorna at 872-6540, extension 604, and they'll put you on the list of helpers, which they can use. Birthdays today. Now you have to help me here. I don't. Do you follow rap?
I like some of it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know Bad Bunny?
Oh, I know the name, but I don't know. I
Okay.
couldn't tell you anything else.
I think his real name is Benito.
It's cool.
Okay, so, but he goes by Bad Bunny.
Oh,
He is 29 today.
hey, wow.
Yeah. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, that's about right. I was going to say he might have a birthday today. That's
Yeah.
about all that I could tell you, too.
29. Carrie Underwood,
Oh.
country singer, superstar, former American Idol winner. Well, it says she's wearing her stretchy pants today. I
Oh.
don't know what that means for sure, but she's sold more than 70 million records nationwide.
Wow.
She's 40 today.
40 today.
Yeah. Sharon Stone,
Oh, yeah, Sharon Stone.
she's been an actress for a while. Surprisingly, she's 65 today, so she can retire if she wants to. You might remember her films Basic Instinct,
Yeah.
Total Recall,
Oh, yeah.
Casino,
Man.
The Specialist, The Flight Attendant. Didn't she played in a movie where she swung around on a pole too, I think.
Did she?
Yeah, I think so. No, that might have been Sharon. Anyway, she's 65 today. And John Hamm, I hope that's is that the correct pronunciation?
The madman himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch that series?
I saw the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, I did. I got it. This is a true story. I have a TV in the basement where I sleep, and I thought the TV was broken. The only channel I could get was that A&E?
Yeah, or whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever the channel was. So that's all I watched for I don't know, 6 months or a year.
Cool.
So I really got into that.
Yeah.
But it was really a great series.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he is 52 today.
Wow.
And he, of course, played Don Draper in the series Mad Men. And this is interesting. Before pursuing acting full time, he was a drama teacher
Really?
at his old high school in St. Louis.
No kidding.
Yeah, yeah. Now, folks, listeners, I hope you don't think I'm narrow-minded and a Scrooge, but I sometimes think that I portray that because there's part of me that is that way. But March Madness makes me even more that way.
Oh, yeah. Sticks in your craw a little.
It really does. It's Selection Sunday
Yeah, that's right.
this weekend at 6 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The selection process begins. How does that work?
So, they sit down, the council, puts on their big velvet robes and they hide in a secluded room, and then they emerge with 64 teams that are going to pound each other over the coming month. But fortunately for you, it's daylight savings, so it's the shortest day because you're going to lose an hour.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
And it shows here that there's 68 teams. They add some?
Yeah, they're really on the push to just sneak in as many as they can.
Of course. It's all about the athletic competition and maybe the money.
Yeah. It's the spirit of the game. And a padded pocket.
Yeah. It's also Academy Awards,
Oh, really?
Oscar night.
Oh, tonight?
Let's see. That would be, let me back up here and see what day it's on. Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah. 95th Annual Academy Awards, Oscar night in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Oh boy, Rihanna's going to perform.
Oh, she did the Super Bowl.
Oh, did she ever? Yeah.
Yeah.
What a show. Anyway, she's going to be performing again
Oh.
along with all the other pageantry of
Like-
the Academy Awards.
Bad Bunny gonna be there?
Doesn't say here. I can't help you on that.
Maybe.
I must be getting kind of old because the Academy Awards used to be. I used to kind of like to watch them. My wife liked to watch them, but the Tinseltown of the whole thing just kind of drives me batty.
Yeah.
You know, they're in this bubble,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
and it just drives me. Now, there's not all of them are, but a lot of the Hollywood stars are kind of in a bubble.
Yeah, they're in their own universe
Yeah.
of like make believe and
Yeah.
false problems. It's wild.
Yeah, and kind of being special.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of people still like to watch it. I don't know how the ratings will go. There's a lot of options out there, but anyway, if you want to watch it, it's this Sunday.
I don't even know who's nominated for anything.
Doesn't say, well, it says, wait a minute. The movie Everything Everywhere All at Once leads the nominations with 11,
Okay.
and maybe this year someone will get slapped again.
Yeah, maybe.
Speaking of in a bubble,
Yeah. I'm wondering if they're gonna nominate Heat.
I don't know.
I just saw that movie.
Did you?
Yeah, great film.
What's it about?
It's just like a 2-hour gun battle.
Oh,
You're like revenge cops,
oh yeah.
you know, kind of deal.
Well, we got to have one of those every once in a
Yeah,
while.
that's great.
It's International Day of Awesomeness. It's hard for me to say, but awesomeness.
We got over it yesterday, and now we are awesome.
Celebrating everything awesome that requires a bit of courage, like skydiving, race car driving, something that takes a little extra, and something maybe fun that doesn't necessarily require you to be an Evel Knievel.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Bagpipe Day. Now, you're a music guy. Do you like the
Yeah.
bagpipes?
If they're playing, you know, the funeral marches and stuff, that's pretty cool. But I don't really take them seriously as an ensemble instrument.
Well, they create a certain feeling.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people like. It's kind of funny because you hear them a lot on St. Patrick's Day, but they really came from Scotland.
Yeah, that blows my mind. That's pretty funny.
But there are other instruments like bagpipes that are Irish.
Oh.
That happened as last time we were in Ireland. We went to a concert in an old church, and there was a gentleman there who played a Irish bagpipe, which was created in Ireland.
So what's the difference?
Well, it looks quite a bit. It's not as it's hard to describe. It takes both hands and he pumps it with his foot.
Oh.
Well, no, I'm sorry. He puts the bag under his arm and pumps it with under his arm and then plays two different keyboards, if you will, not keyboards, but
So it's not a breath instrument.
no,
Okay.
it's
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, and it sounds great with violins and banjos and a lot of the things that the Irish play. But
Yeah.
but there is an Irish type of bagpipe instrument. But everybody puts bagpipes with St. Paddy's Day, and then we know that's a Scottish thing. Actually, the ancient Romans brought it to Scotland more than 2,000 years ago.
And they left it there.
Yeah, as punishment.
They left it in Scotland and then built the Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah,
Said,
there you go.
Keep them there.
Harriet Truman Day, celebrating, Harriet Tubman Day. celebrating, I think this was a book, and I think it was a movie of Harriet Tubman Day, celebrating the anti-slavery activists who helped free over 300 slaves.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she maybe moved some of her family first and then kept doing it. She passed away in 1913. She was born a slave in Maryland and escaped to Philadelphia, only to return. I was wrong, to return to save her family. She put her own life at risk for 12 more times, helping slaves escape to the North.
That's so cool.
That's quite a story.
So cool.
Talk about awesome.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that we had prepared for you this morning. We'll play the game next, and we didn't have a winner yesterday. Billy called in, but he didn't win, so we still have that certificate with the new question.
Yes, and this question: which U.S. president took office during the Great Depression in March of 1933? Was it Herbert Hoover, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, or Franklin D. Roosevelt?
What year again?
1933.
All right, there's your question. Call us if you want to play at 872-2801.
It's tuxedo time. The south side of the square is where you should be going if you want to look dapper. Head to Chapin's and Lola will get you fitted for the perfect style and color to match that awesome personality of yours. Each time you rent a tux, $10 goes to your after prom party. Right now is also the perfect time to register for weddings that are right around the corner. Get your tuxes at Chapin's Furniture in Broken Bow.
The list of songs about love is a long one. At KCNI KBBN, we love shopping local. Make sure you're listening to The Breakfast Show. Every single day, a new $25 gift card will be given away.
And we have Dawn on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
Well, we're not doing too bad. Are you going to do something fun today?
Nope, just usual chores.
Usual chores. Well, that's good. Routine's not bad, Dawn. Here's your question.
No.
Which U.S. president took office during the Great Depression in March of 1933? Was it Herbert Hoover, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, or Franklin D. Roosevelt?
D. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Darn tootin' it was.
Way to go. What'd she win?
A free 6-inch sub from Subway.
All right, come out and see us. We'll have it for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye. Okay, now I've got the list here. This is the number one classic rock song, according to this, is Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, yeah. That song is so good.
It is. But at my age, I've heard it so many times. But that's not your fault.
No.
All right.
In fact, I'm probably part of the reason to blame for that, because it just keeps giving back to the youth, you know?
It really does. It's one of those that will last forever. This is the number 2 song, according to this chart, of all times on the classic rock side.
Hey Jude, don't make it
Jude here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We're playing some of the top classic rock songs of all time. That was number 2 on this particular list. Of course, there's all kinds of lists out there, but Stairway to Heaven was number 1. The third place finisher was Layla by Derek and the Dominoes.
Oh, wow.
Which is a really good song.
Yeah.
A lot of stories around that one. It's kind of long, so
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot of the songs that in the classic rock arena that were very popular were long because we were in album. The FM came along and they started playing album sides and cuts, and so they no longer had to be 3.5 minutes anymore. So some of them were 5, 6, 7 minutes, and Hey Jude was, what was that? About 5 minutes long. Might have been a longer version of that too, because sometimes they would make more than one.
Yeah.
So we're going to check out, before we close this hour, I'm going to go to the number 4 best classic rock song of all times.
All right.
We'll do that. But before we do that, I think there's a sheet, and don't worry about it. Don't need a sheet to talk about the Whiskey Barrel, because I just want to tell you a little story about Stan.
Oh.
Have you met Stan?
I actually bought some beer from Stan,
Yeah?
I think a couple days ago.
Oh, did you? Did he give you any advice?
He told me I'm old.
He told you that you're old?
Yeah, which I didn't take so much offense to, you know.
Why did Stan say you were old?
Because he checked my ID.
You were older than he thought?
I don't know about that.
Well, let's start there. Stan will always check your ID, and so will all of his helpers, because they are very adamant about making sure you're the legal age required to purchase spirits. And they don't mess around about that.
Or should they?
No,
Yeah.
that's right. That's funny.
It was really funny. Yeah, I thought so too.
Geez, I think most people out there can remember the last time they were carded. Because it made you feel good when you got a little older. Oh, you think I'm too young?
Don't mind if I do.
Well, I'll give you my card anytime. And of course, in some situations, they're required to ask for your ID no matter what you look like at concerts and different things. And so you got to pull out your ID and you go, really? Do I need to show you this? But that's cool, and that's what Stan will do. If there's any question at all, he's going to ask you, and politely. But then he told you, see, Stan is very frank.
Yeah.
He doesn't really pull any punches. So he said you were old.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was so funny.
But it's still a compliment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got other folks in there that will do the same thing and have a great conversation while you're there. They're always friendly. And we want to stress each and every time we talk about the Whiskey Barrel, they are a spirits shop. And many of us know you can, there was a time you couldn't imagine that there would be spirits in a grocery store. Or, I always thought this one was kind of crazy with all the laws that are in there, is that you could pull up and get some gas and buy some spirits.
Yeah.
You know, they combine the two. Do not drink and drive, but while you're getting your gas.
How about some refreshment?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, where the Whiskey Barrel is, they used to have gas pumps out front. Well, I think it was called D's Liquor then. So they don't have gas at Stan's now, but they have all the spirits that you're going to need. And if they have something, you have something on your mind that they don't have, they'll try to get it for you as well. And the beer that you mentioned is, if you buy it out of the cooler, it's always really nice and cold. Stan takes great pride in having it right on the edge of freezing. They're open 7 days a week at the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow, right between Subway and Vet Care, right near the First Avenue stoplight, right across from Gateway Motors. Stop in to a spirit shop. That's all they do. And I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and they do it really well.
They do it well. They do it well. All right, are you ready? Oh, we don't have time because it's too long. We're almost to the top of the hour.
Oh, shoot.
Probably talked about Stan too long and how old you are. On our list today, we have Mid-Plains Community College as guests and Shelter Insurance. And I think we're going to talk about Teacher of the Month before we close the show today. And we have some other things we're going to tell you about. Also, just down the street from the Whiskey Barrel is Sylvester's. We'll talk about them a little bit later on because you can go out and sing your heart out with karaoke tonight. This is
Yes.
Friday, isn't it? So that's all coming up. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. We'll take a quick time out, catch up on some news.
When you are battling allergies, the only thing on your mind is finding a way to get rid of the sniffles, sneezes, and itches. Varney Health Mart has the products you need. Featured this month are all-day allergy cetirizine tablets for $12.99, children's allergy relief for $3.99, and all-day allergy relief loratadine tablets for $7.99. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, and Silvermere debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report. We've just gotten a fresh read on the labor market. Employers added 311,000 positions in February. That compares to the whopping 517,000 jobs added the month before. Unemployment up. The rate went from a half-century low of 3.4% in January to 3.6% last month. It comes as Fed Chair Jerome Powell considers another half a percentage point interest rate hike later this month. Bank rates, Mark Hamrick.
He and his colleagues still need to digest the February employment report, including wage growth data. As one measure of that, average hourly earnings had posted an annual increase of 4.4% in January. Also key will be the Consumer Price Index due Tuesday.
Again, the Labor Department says employers added 311,000 new jobs last month with gains in leisure and hospitality, retail, trade, government, and healthcare. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, a Lincoln man was found shot to death in a horse barn in Fauner Park. Grand Island Police and the Grand Island Fire Department responded to the horse stables on Stolly Park Road Thursday at 10 a.m. on a report of an unconscious man. There, they found the body of 62-year-old Todd Scherer of Lincoln. Police said Scherer had a apparent gunshot wound to the torso. Shortly thereafter, police arrested 20-year-old Logan Horsehunts of Wounded Knee, South Dakota, after finding him asleep in another tack room in the same barn. The Grand Island Police Department captain, Dean Elliott, said he was booked into Hall County Jail for murder. Police found a handgun, which is believed to be the murder weapon. Elliott said the Grand Island Fire Department, the Kearney Police, Nebraska Racing and Game staff, and the Hall County Attorney's Office assisted in the investigation.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking NBA games of note, the Grizzlies, still without suspended star Ja Morant, beat the defending champion Warriors 131-110. Golden State continues their struggles on the road, now 7-26 away from home. Only the Spurs and Rockets have fewer road wins this season, and both of them have already been eliminated from the playoffs. Bucks beat the Nets 118-113. Milwaukee's a league best 48-18. Kings down the Knicks 122-117. NBA news: Phoenix Suns star Kevin Durant's going to miss 2 to 3 weeks with an ankle injury he suffered in warm-up on Wednesday. Dallas Mavericks star Luka Doncic had an MRI on his thigh injury, but it came back negative. College basketball news: Hall of Famer Patrick Ewing is out as head coach at Georgetown after a 7-25 season. He had been the head coach at his alma mater for the past 6 seasons, an overall record of 75-109. Kansas head coach Bill Self will miss the rest of the Big 12 tournament with an undisclosed medical issue. He went to the hospital to undergo what the school called a standard procedure.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Partly sunny today with our high nearing 39. Easterly winds between 5 and 20 and gusting as high as 30. A chance for some freezing rain overnight tonight, cloudy with a low around 30. South winds between 15 and 20 and gusting as high as 35. Some rain and snow showers possible on Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 46, and clear skies over Saturday night with a low around 21. Sunshine on Sunday with our high nearing 36 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
They grow up so fast. and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:04, almost 8:05. Excuse me, it's really getting cloudy again now. Kind of clouded up. It was clear earlier. Could see the moon and the stars. Now cloudy. 18 degrees. It did warm it up a little bit. Winds are out of the southeast and light so far. Barometric pressure had been falling, now leveling off at 30.15. Humidity at 92%. High yesterday was 31 with an overnight low of 13 degrees. That was as of 7 o'clock this morning. Sunrise this morning was at 7:01. Sunrise tomorrow, sunset at 6:38. And that's a look at weather. 1,200's precipitation recorded yesterday from the snowfall. We estimate about 1.5 inches of snow, but 1,200's precipitation, which was kind of nice. It was a nice wet snow.
Yeah, it was.
So that's the weather outlook. That's the news outlook. My name is Dave Burney. My co-host today is Grant Winterer, and he is with me because the guys have been, wallering in basketball down there.
Yeah.
They had an early game yesterday. The Mustangs were victorious. Everybody's thrilled about that. And the guys, I'm sure, have been taking in some of the other state playoff games, but they'll be ready to go tonight at 6 o'clock when they take on Wynot, the number 1 seed. And you'll hear it right here on KBBN 95.3 FM, online at kbbn.com. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Should be a great game.
Hope so. Win or lose, they play another game. I believe if they don't win tonight, they play at 3 o'clock on Saturday. If they win, they'll have prime time. They'll be at around 8 o'clock on Saturday night playing. So we'll see. But boy, oh boy, what a fun game to listen to yesterday.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I definitely caught myself drifting from the desk here and dipping into the studio for a while just to hear what was going on. It was incredible.
Yeah, back and forth, really well-played game, very competitive, and they came out on top. The free throws was a big deal. They made most of their free throws, and that was maybe the difference in the game, other than their hustle.
Yeah,
they really hustled. So we'll listen to that tonight at 6. Here is the number, what did I say, Grant?
3 or
number 4.
Because
number
3 was Layla.
Right.
Yes.
So here's the 4th all-time classic rock hit.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Good morning to you.
And Casey. And actually Grant, not Brent. We're going to straighten that out before we get going here. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Mid-Plains Community College, ready for spring, ready for the next thing coming, but what are you doing now?
Well, you know what we're thinking about after this week? Summer.
Yeah.
Summer and fall,
Yeah.
of course. You
Yeah.
know us. We're
You're-
always thinking.
you're always ahead.
Yes, always ahead. But this week, on Monday, registration opened for summer and fall. So for current students. So if you have taken classes with us before, that includes if you are a high school student, especially if you're a high school student, you can get registered for your summer and fall classes. And thankfully, you know, Dave, I've been on the radio for a long time now, preaching to students.
Yes, you have.
Please do this now. Please do not wait until August to call me and say, I need to take Intro to Psychology, because you're probably not going to get in. So our students are getting really good about coming in and getting themselves registered, and that is just fantastic. So if you are a current student, you can do that now, and that's great.
I was going to ask you what the downside of waiting is. Not only kind of crunches you guys, but they don't always get what they want then, right?
Exactly. Our online classes, especially, you know, everybody has to take English. Everybody has to take some kind of psychology course. Everybody has to take speech. Everybody has to take a history. And so those 4 subjects are obviously the most popular, and they fill up so quickly. And we always get, you know, can you just open another section? Well, we just can't, you know, continuously do that. There has to be a limit somewhere. We only have so many instructors.
Right,
so
right.
Once those are full, they are full. And then we play the waiting game and kind of jockeying for, is somebody going to drop and who's going to slide in there? And it just gets to be stressful, and we don't want to do that.
And some disappointment there for the students. Who
And you might end up not getting in, or, you know, having to wait a year or something like that, and can really put you off of your determined schedule. So we really encourage our students to start getting registered now. It's just a nice way to go leave for the spring semester, go off and, you know, do your job or whatever you got planned for the summer, and know exactly what's going on and what you know, what your plan is going to be. Also, if you are an adult student, then it gives you time to get your work schedule figured out. You know, supervisors, especially in this area, if they know you're going to college, they're pretty willing to work with you. I've yet to find someone who says, no, I'm not going to give my employee time off to take a class. I mean, that, you know, usually they're willing to work with your employee. So I just encourage students to, you know, get that schedule figured out. Go talk to your employer. Maybe you have to figure out childcare. Maybe you have to figure out your finances, you know, things like that. But give yourself time to do that rather than putting yourself in a crunch the later you wait. So if it's open now, you might as well get registered now. And this is for summer and for fall. So if you come in to talk about summer classes, I'm going to rope you right into fall too, so we know where you're at. Now, this is for current students. If you are a new student and you have not taken classes with Mid-Plains yet, and this also includes high school students, if you are going to be an upcoming junior in high school, you have not taken a class with us yet, you are able to register starting on this coming Monday, the 13th.
Okay.
So your registration will open then. So I've already met with many students. They like to come in, make their plan, and then they leave. They wait for registration to open. They go online and register themselves. So, but it's definitely not too late. This is prime time to get your registrations in.
Now, you kind of sparked a little question when you first started about how long you've been coming in to the radio station. It's been a while, but I'm curious with that, how long you've been with Mid-Plains. I remember when you joined the Mid-Plains team, we talked about it, I think, down on the main street at Ansley, because you were just getting ready to start. It was the summer fair.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a great memory, Dave.
But I don't remember what year it was.
It was, so I've been here 11 years. It was
Wow.
2012 when I started with the college. So I had just finished teaching at Ansley, and as soon as the school year ended, I landed at Mid-Plains, and I think about the next week I was on the radio.
Yes, you were. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And jumped in with 2 feet, and
here you are.
Here we are.
And Grant, Casey she was a math teacher.
Oh, cool.
And isn't she really nice for a math teacher?
Yeah, no kidding.
Don't ask my daughter, because she's in pre-calculus right now, and she wants me to teach her all of this, like help at home. And I'm like, I don't remember this. It's been 12 years.
That's been a while. And oh, by the way, I don't remember any math teachers that weren't nice, come to think about it.
Well, I had mostly nice ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. T, he's hard to beat. So
sometimes math teachers were a little serious, especially if you weren't interested in math.
I know. I don't understand that, but
you love math. Still do.
I do. I wish that my pre-calc skills were still what they were back in the day. But it's like a foreign language. If you don't do it all the time, you definitely lose it. So, yeah.
Do they still do something as basic as figuring board feet?
What?
You probably don't even know.
No, I don't. I have no clue what that means.
It was it was using math to figure board feet.
I don't know what a board foot is.
Yeah, board foot, yeah.
I don't know.
How many nautical miles?
No. I could kind of see the formula in my head, and my uncle tried to help me, and I remember, I think I might have cried. I just couldn't get it.
Oh, no.
Is that when people were like diagramming sentences?
Well, about that same time, yeah.
Okay, which I think is still it's still a thing, but I don't know anybody who does it, so yeah. I'm sure they do somewhere.
All right.
Yeah.
So when you went college, what was because math changes all the time. I mean, I wouldn't say trends, but it kind of changes with the times. What was the push when you were in college?
Well, a lot of the classes that I took was like, there was a lot of methods courses, so like teaching math to students.
Sure.
So, I don't know. I mean, I've never really been one for like this new method and this, because math is math. I mean, 2 + 2 has been 4 since ever, and it will continue to be 4, Yeah. So, I mean, I've never really been one for shortcuts, things like that. Now, if you know the why behind, why are you solving that equation that way, then if you want to apply a shortcut that makes it easier, then I'm okay with that. But I don't know. That's just my.
I thought maybe I set the record. How many times did you have students? What was the record for taking general math?
Let's see. If you're in high school for 4 years, or maybe 5.
Yeah, it could be 5.
You're just trying to raise your grade a little bit every time.
And then there's summer classes.
Getting to know your teacher a little better. I'm sure that one teacher was just thrilled.
Yeah, it was kind of this way with some of the students, and I would be in that category. We took gym as long as we could, because you could get your grade would be, kind of hard to get a C in gym.
Yeah.
And then you took general math as long as you could, because you didn't want to deal with algebra and advanced math.
Yes.
So
I think that probably still happens a little bit, but I don't know. Nowadays, kids are very structured.
They
know
are.
exactly what
it's
they're
a
gonna
different
do.
world. It's a good thing, I think.
And they're thinking about college before
Early.
they get out of high school.
That's
so
why Mid-Plains is so important.
One
of the reasons.
Yeah, I mean, we really have increased our early entry enrollment in the last few years. It's like gangbusters. I mean, and students are really seeing the benefit. Now, we don't encourage students to take every class that they can. Now, there are some that want to just, they just take everything because that's what they want to do. But we want to make sure that their plan is in place and they know, if they kind of know where they're going to head to for college, whether it's a community college or if they're going off to university, we try to work with them to make sure that whatever they take is going to be helpful and apply there, and not set them up for something that they don't want to have to do when they get to UNL or UNK or wherever it is. So It's really about, just like we meet individually with our regular college students, we try to meet individually with high school students as well, and their parents if they wanted to, just to make sure that they know exactly what their plan is going to be. So that's what we try to do.
I almost got myself in trouble the other day, and I didn't mean it.
Shocked.
I didn't mean the way it sounded, but I did see an article about how it's changed dramatically. And I don't want to say it's not important to go to college. You went to college, and Grant, you went to college.
Sure did.
There's as was mentioned that day, a very important learning process in going to college. Along with the academics, you learn about how to get along in life. So I don't want to downplay the importance of college for those who want to go and are a fit. But go back to the years where maybe 20% of the senior class went to college. That would have been in my time era. Maybe 25% of the kids went to college. The rest went into the workplace. And then as time evolved, it was almost to the point where, well, you've got to go to college whether you really want to go or not, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a fair statement there, is that there were a lot of kids going to college who really didn't know why. And now they have this accepted choice, in fact, encouraged choice. If you want to work two years at studying to learn a trade, or maybe shortcut some time in college as far as the expenses go, Mid-Plains is right in the ballpark there.
And I think a lot of that, because I read, there's a lot of these articles out there. You know who I'm going to use the word blame. I don't know that that's a very nice word, but Mike Rowe. You know Mike Rowe, the Dirty Jobs guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really prolific on social media.
Is he?
And he's got some really good things to say about kids and making choices when it comes to post high school and what they're going to do for jobs and college and things. And I think one of the biggest misconceptions is with that word college, because what I will see is a lot of people will post things on Facebook about, well, kids should be going to trade schools. They should be going to trade schools, and they shouldn't be going to college. They should be going to trade schools. And I'm like, sir, those are the same thing.
Yes.
And I think that that's a misconception with people, is that, yes, I agree with you. There are a lot of highly skilled kids that are coming out of high school that have worked 4 years in high school to learn how to weld and learn how to build and wire things, and they would be a great that would be a great choice for them to go straight into what might have been known as a trade school, but now is called community college. And so sometimes I think that word college throws people off because they think that it's not worthwhile. Why do you want to go and, learn English when you could just be an electrician? Well, because electricians need to speak and write too.
Well, they sure do.
Yeah.
They're going to run a business in some cases.
Yes.
I know of a few guys that went to trade school back when they called it, and become electricians, for instance, and then decided, you know what, I'm going to go to college. So there's no boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah, and they took that college education and put it together with what they learned to become an electrician. And I'm not going to name names, but that particular person became a manager of a large production plant many years later.
Yes, yep. I bet I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, when you think about graduating from, we'll use electrical as an example. If you want to get a degree in electrical technology, that's great. The majority of the classes that you take are going to be teaching you about electricity and wiring and things. But you also are going to take 5 classes that are outside of that. And a lot of kids nowadays, what they're doing is they're taking those 5 things in high school so that then they can go to North Platte or to Milford or Norfolk or wherever it is and just jump straight into what they really want to do. And those 5 things are just what we talked about. You have to take an English, you have to take a speech, you have to take some kind of humanities. Well, we'll go back. You have to be able to read and write. You have to be able to speak if you're going to be a business owner. Humanities, we throw that in there because I don't think it hurts anybody to know a little bit about the human race and the people around you.
Yes.
You have to take some sort of math or science course, which is usually built right into your program. You're going to take like math for electricians, and then you have to take some kind of business course. And that's where I always recommend, you can take something quote unquote easy, or you can take like business, intro to business, or personal finance, or things like that, that when you go and own your own business, you're going to be able to apply those skills to that.
Mm-hmm.
So, people will say, well, they're just wasting their time taking these, but they're really not. They're for a reason, you know? And we like to think that we're turning out good people and good workers.
Yeah, that's important. And for the adults out there who decide they want to go back and get some more education of for whatever reason, Mid-Plains is there for that as well. So
yes,
you've got it covered. We kind of got off on a great conversation, but did we cover what you wanted to talk about?
I think so. Okay. So again, registration is open. Give me a call. My phone number is 872-5259. I'd love to visit with you about your upcoming semesters and the classes that you can register for. Do be patient with me, because my next announcement is we are hiring at Mid-Plains Community College a full-time administrative assistant position. So it is just me there right now. Okay. So like right now, if you called the college, you're not going to get anybody because I'm sitting here.
Yes.
But I will call you back if you leave me a message, and I try to leave a note up in front so that people, if they walk in, they can leave me a note. But just be patient with me. Or just apply for that job.
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit. We've got time. Talk a little bit about what the job entails, and then the hours, and I believe there's some benefits along the way as well.
Absolutely. Now, you can find the information on our website at mpcc.edu. And I was just thinking when I walked in here, I need to get it to your folks out front so that we can get it on Sandhills Express. And I'll do that later today. But the position is full-time. It's 40 hours. And in the ad, it's going to say flex hours, which scares the living daylights out of people sometimes because they think it means nights and weekends. It does not. Okay. What it means is when we need someone at the college, one of us has to be there. And so sometimes that's me. If I, like right now we have a Tuesday night class. So I typically stay and cover that Tuesday night class. Whoever is there with me, then maybe if we have a class on Thursday, maybe they might come in an hour or two later and then stay for that night class on Thursday. Or what most people like to do is go ahead and cover that class on Thursday and then leave a little early on Fridays, or whatever day makes sense for you. Those flex hours are flex, kind of some give and take there.
Both ways.
And we are we're able to really, if we want to schedule a class and we can't be there on a Saturday, we don't schedule the class for Saturday. So when we say flex hours, it truly is flex, but it's really set on what we can handle. So don't let it scare you. It's really fine. We offer a competitive salary. There is a range depending on education. We do require an associate's degree minimum.
Okay.
Major skills that you're going to need are going to be your regular computer skills. Everybody's got those nowadays.
These days.
Yeah. Some people skills. You got to be able to talk to students and talk on the phone. And then we really challenge this person to be in charge of our community education classes. Things like our walking and jogging class that's coming up next Tuesday with Pearson Physical Therapy. That's a free class, by the way. So things like that. This person is really in charge of that program and setting up those classes and arranging instructors, things like that. So, and then we're also adding some other duties onto that position that will be more of a connection to North Platte as well. So I think, well, I'm a little biased, but I think it's a great place to work. We do have some really good benefits, and you can read all about those online. That come with that position, it's really fun to see a student walk in the door and go, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I should be here. And sometimes they're 18 and sometimes they're 48, and anywhere in between. And then to watch them just sort of grow over the next few years and then finally graduate, There's nothing better.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So come work with me.
Okay. And talk to you about it. And,
yes. If you need more details, you can give me a call at 872-5259, or you can go to mpcc.edu and click on jobs.
All right, Casey. Thanks a lot.
Yes, thank you.
It's been fun having you in, talking a little bit longer about what it's all about.
It is. Yeah. Things that need to be said sometimes, and sometimes we forget about those things. But it's great to be here.
And it's nice that you don't think less of me since I just only took general math.
One of these days, we're going to get you in, like, Mrs. Stamp's pre-calculus college algebra.
Lord. Yeah. You know, it's odd, though, because you say, well, I don't really care for math. I didn't hate it, but when I put that together with a business class, I really liked it.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that kind
Weird.
of an example? You know, well, I said, well, I need to know how to do this to be in the business side of it.
It's not math. You just needed the right math.
Yeah. See, I should have met you when I was little, but you weren't even close to being born yet. We'll take a time out. We'll be back.
If you've been injured or recovering from surgery, your first priority is to treat your problem. At Team Physical Therapy, we will evaluate, treat, and educate you about your specific roadblocks. We offer many therapists to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney or call 872-5111. We have great resources online at myteampt.com or call 872-5111 Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement.
It's your last chance to save during the winter clearance at Beau Bootery. To get you through the door, we've officially ramped up the savings to between 50 and 75% off of our winter merchandise. It's simple. These shoes and boots need to go to a new home. Shoes, snow boots for women and children, fashion boots, tights, leggings, bear paws. It's your last chance. Shop big winter clearance savings at Beau Bootery on the square in Broken Bow.
Wake up to the best.
I never miss a morning.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
It is, let's see here, 8:36. I want to get that right.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing I paid attention to general math because I can read the numbers. By the way, I ran into Mr. Gary Wright yesterday evening, my old history teacher.
Yeah.
And was good to see Mr. Wright. And I was able to have a conversation with him without bringing up when he made me stay in and not go to the river.
Ooh.
We talked about something else.
You've grown.
Yeah, finally, I'm growing. Maybe. All right, we're playing big songs, big classic rock songs, and I have a list here. So we have Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven was rated number 1. Hey Jude, which we played, number 2. Derek and the Dominoes, of course, with Eric Clapton and some other great musicians contributing to the song Layla. We just played some Queen, the Rhapsody. That was number 4. Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run,
Nice.
number 5. Hotel California from the Eagles, 6. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, 7. Led Zeppelin's Kashmir,
Nice.
8. And number 9. Number 9.
Refresh your space by completing that list of home improvement projects with the help of a HELOC from Bruning Bank. If an updated look is not enough and you're ready to buy a new home, we can help with that too. Navigating a home purchase can be confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let our friendly, experienced staff guide you to owning the home of your dreams. You can apply in person, online at bruningbank.com, or give us a call at 308-872-2757 to get started. Bruning Bank, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 473773, member FDIC.
The list of songs about love is a long one.
Girl, I've always loved you. Girl, you ain't been loved till you've been loved by a country boy. Loving you easy.
At KCNI KBBN, we love shopping local. Make sure you're listening to The Breakfast Show. Every single day, a new $25 gift card will be given away.
8:43, had a young lady yesterday. As a matter of fact, it was just yesterday, said, in so many words, Dave, I'm worried that someday the KBBN will be changed and it won't be classic rock anymore, and I don't want to lose it. And it was a nice thing to hear, but I'll just say back to that nice young lady and anybody out there who likes classic rock, as long as I'm here, it will be classic rock with the cutting edge of today. Can't guarantee anything after that, but while I'm here, it's taken 30 years to build it. I would hate to change it now, but someday, probably will. I mean, things change. But it was nice of her to say that. But hey, I got to ask you a question. That's this very same gal, and I didn't mention it to her, but you're young. I'm not. And I don't know what's appropriate all the time anymore. My filter's falling off.
Oh, sure.
And this young lady that I was talking to had the best smelling perfume.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I didn't know at this point in life, and I suppose it's how you say it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say, man, you smell good.
Personally, I don't think there's a problem with that.
But maybe, is there a better terminology you could say, boy, I really think that perfume you have on is excellent, or something like that.
What a remarkable fragrance, or something like that. Yeah. I think as long as you don't refer to it as a musk, you're probably all right.
Okay. Well, the sense of smell is such a wonderful thing, and I'll embarrass my wife a little bit. How do I want to put this? I like going upstairs after Joan takes a bath.
Okay.
Because she puts on some lotions and things.
Yeah.
And she's had that wonderful smell for all the years I've known her after she takes a bath. So, I don't just go up after she takes a bath and stand around, but I like to, by happen chance, to walk in or walk down the hall and smell that smell.
There's something enchanting about it. Yeah, for sure.
She doesn't say that about yours truly when I get out of the shower. It's not the same thing.
She says, "Thank God you bathed."
Yeah, it's about time. But okay, so what did you say? If
a remarkable fragrance.
That is a remarkable fragrance.
There you go. What an enchanting, fill in the blank, scent.
That will never work for me.
No.
They already know I wouldn't think of that myself.
They know it's plagiarized.
I stole it from Grant. All right, let's talk a little bit about Sylvester's.
Yes.
It's time to start singing tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's and we've got the classic rock hits going, which might get people's wheels turning as far as what they're going to sing, because some of those lend themselves nicely to the stage.
As a matter of fact, the next song we're going to play is probably one of the top karaoke songs that is on the list.
Come on. Well, I hope I can see someone perform it tonight.
I bet you will.
At Sylvester's, you know what they say. Those who sing together stay together. Karaoke this Friday night at Sylvester's. What happens at karaoke stays at karaoke.
That's good.
So go and have some fun and belt it out. The singing starts at 9. Show up then or early to build up your courage.
All right. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
As we mentioned, our next song, I believe, is one of the top karaoke sing-along songs. This is number 11. This is the 11th most popular, highest rated classic rock song in the world.
sweet strawberries or blackberries are 2 for $5, and so are 5-pound bags of Idaho russet, North Dakota red or yellow potatoes. Our family peanut butters are 2 for $4. Gary's Superfoods, South B Street in Broken Bow.
8:53, Grant and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. And I'm going to start looking for the next top classic rock song that we're going to play. If you would like to pass along some information, Grant, we would appreciate that.
Yeah. Here's some from Universal Insurance that they've given us.
Oh, those studs.
Yeah, I'll say. Holy moly. I gotta wear my, never mind, whatever. It was funny in my head. It's important to insure your home, your family, and your possessions, but it's also important to insure your business, especially if you didn't take the proper math courses. Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow about getting the right coverage. They have a wide knowledge base and catalog of information to help you and your business, from HR to OSHA availability and other features that will play a key role in your business success on the insurance side. Talk to Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today, and they can be reached at 872-6438 or found in person at 940 Southeast Street here in Broken Bow.
Thank you, Grant. It's time for our next all-time best classic rock song rating on this particular chart. And we just heard Don't Stop Believing from Journey. That was number 11. Here's number 12. Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower, his cover of Bob Dylan with his three-piece power blues band, right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, number 12. We'll be right back after these messages. I think Grant has one more thing here he'd like to tell you before we get to the top.
Whether you're training for a marathon or spending all day on your feet, you shouldn't allow pain to slow you down. Pearson Physical Therapy is offering free stride assessments as well as foot, knee, and hip evaluations 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday the 18th. See their full range of custom foot orthotics, learn what shoe type is right for you, and hear how proper gait mechanics can help reduce your pain, improve your speed, and so much more. Saturday the 18th. Call to schedule your free 30-minute assessment at 308-872-5800 with Pearson Physical Therapy.
March is a very exciting month for us this year at the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow because thanks to our customers, employees, vendors, and ownership, we are celebrating 40 amazing years of business. Hi, this is Steve, store manager at the GK. All throughout this month, we have giveaways, prizes, and extra rewards points for you, our customers. We look forward to serving you for many years to come. Here's to 40 and beyond. Thank you from the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Dave and Brent.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. On KCNI KBBN Radio.
Actually, it's Dave and Grant this morning, and here's Grant with a note for you.
It's from Pizza Hut here in Broken Bow. The Big New Yorker is back. Try the 16-inch New York-inspired pizza with 6 extra-large slices, and pizza melts now are just $6.99. They come in 4 flavors: chicken, bacon, parmesan, meat lovers, buffalo chicken, or pepperoni lovers. They dropped those off actually here at the studio not too long ago. Really just delicious. The pasta line includes cheesy Alfredo sauce, chicken Alfredo, red sauce with Italian meat and pepperoni or, sausage, or a veggie sauce is also an option. Pasta dishes can come with breadsticks, cheesy bread, or garlic bread, and the dining room is now open, so you can stop in and enjoy a sit-down meal from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and on Friday and Saturday until 11 p.m. Delivery, of course, 7 days a week during lunch and evening hours. Stop in and talk to Ladarius if you're looking for a part-time job, because he is still looking for team members, and they've got wonderful benefits, flexible hours, and a competitive wage.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. The job market's still strong. Labor Department says employers added a better than expected 311,000 positions last month. Bankrate's Mark Hamrick.
Among sectors adding jobs, leisure and hospitality gaining 105,000. Retailers added 50,000 jobs in February. By contrast, the information industry shed 25,000 jobs. Transportation and warehousing lost 22,000.
Additions come on the heels of a booming 500,000 plus increase in January. Unemployment rose from a half-century low of 3.4% to 3.6%. Chuck Lieberman, Advisors Capital Management.
The sheer size of hiring. That continues at a pretty rapid clip, which is pretty amazing when you consider that the economy only has about 5.5 to 6 million people who are still unemployed.
It's likely to bolster a Fed move to hike interest rates again this month. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Kevin Wyatt.
World Baseball Classic. They're in the 8th inning in Group A, in Taiwan leading Italy 8-7. The first game of the day in Group B was at the Tokyo Dome, and this one was never in doubt as Japan beat South Korea 13-4. In college basketball, Kansas head coach Bill Self went to the hospital to undergo what the school called a standard procedure, and contrary to earlier reports, the school says he did not have a heart attack. And major conference tournament results from Thursday. The ACC quarterfinal winners included Miami, Virginia, and Clemson. In the Pac-12 quarterfinals, it's Arizona and Arizona State who advance. The Big 12, it's Texas and TCU. The second round of the Big 10 saw Maryland, Penn State, and Rutgers move on. And in the SEC, Vanderbilt and Arkansas. NBA action from Thursday. The Grizzlies down the Warriors 131-110 as Golden State falls to just 7-26 on the road this season.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Partly sunny today with our high nearing 39. Easterly winds between 5 and 20 and gusting as high as 30. A chance for some freezing rain overnight tonight, cloudy with a low around 30. South winds between 15 and 20 and gusting as high as 35. Some rain and snow showers possible on Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 46, and clear skies over Saturday night with a low around 21. Sunshine on Sunday with our high nearing 36 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, has the offerings you're looking for this winter to prepare for next year. As you know, every season brings new focuses. Here are theirs right now. Specials on driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials, to name a few. If you've worked with Custer Electric and Irrigation in the past, you know that they want to get you taken care of the right way at the best price possible. They encourage you to get the work you need done scheduled as soon as possible because prices are rapidly increasing for a lot of supplies. Plus, that schedule book can only get so full. Don't forget licensed electrical work you might need done too on ag, commercial, and residential applications. Ask for a free quote. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow, serving the whole area with electrical, agricultural, and commercial services. Call today at 872-7786. Follow them on Facebook or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
And a big thank you to Custer Electric and Irrigation for making weather and news available here at 9 on The Breakfast Show. 20 outside under a cloudy sky. Wind southeast now 5 to 10. Barometric pressure still steady at 30-15. Humidity at 90%. And again, if you're just tuning in, we picked up 12 hundredths precipitation from the snowfall. Estimate that about an inch to an inch and a half of snow, but it was very wet and a good snow, really. Soaked in nicely. High yesterday was 31, overnight low of 13 degrees. I'm going to try this.
Yes.
Yeah, Christy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Dave. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Oh, good. You know, I got to tell you, I went in the other room to take the transmitter readings, and you must have been out in the lobby or maybe in the recording room in the middle there, the newsroom.
Mm-hmm.
I must tell you, that fragrance you have on is just outstanding. It's beautiful.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, you betcha, Christy.
Did it work?
I don't know. Do you think it did? I wanted to try it.
It's always worth a shot.
Yeah. Here's number 19. The Rolling Stones singing about satisfaction here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I can remember that song and being in the back seat of the car, Mom and Dad up front. And Dad wasn't especially fond at that time of the new sounds that were coming through the radio. And we'd be in the back seat and try to get up the courage to say, Dad, could you turn that up a little bit? And he did. He did. But he had some comments about it after he turned it up. And then years later, my father has he collected vinyl. He has thousands of vinyl that he had collected in the basement of our mom's house, and there's a lot of rock in there.
Yeah.
You know, things change. So you've got a couple things there you want to talk about?
Yeah, the Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership has a couple of jobs available is what it looks like here. They're looking first for an early Head Start infant and toddler teacher or center specialist. It's a 40-hour per week position in Broken Bow, starting pay $20 to $22 an hour, depending on qualifications, with health, dental, life, and vision insurance, paid time off, and employer-matched retirement. Qualified individuals must have a valid Nebraska driver's license, a working phone, a child development associate certificate, an associate or bachelor's degree in early education. Either or, I would imagine. They would prefer someone with experience working with infants and toddlers, income qualifying families, and having a bit of past supervisory experience. This individual will be responsible for center coordination, supervision, and teaching. For more information, contact the Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership Human Resource Department at 308-745-0780 or extension 0, or apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. They're also looking for an early childhood infant toddler cook. A starting wage of $13.26 per hour.
Nice.
Benefits include health, dental, life, and vision. Insurance, paid time off, a flexible 4-day working schedule, opportunities for professional development, and employer-matched retirement as well. Qualifications include a high school diploma or equivalent, valid Nebraska driver's license and working phone, and previous experience working with infants 0 to 3 years old and their families. General duties include purchasing food and preparing meals that comply with USDA requirements, and one will be responsible for cleaning classrooms and doing dishes and laundry. Again, more information about that job can be found by contacting the Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership at 308-745-0780 extension 0, or applying online at centralnebraskacap.com. And I believe we've got a link to that on the Sandhills Express Employment Board.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Want to remind you, before we close the show, we'll be giving away a $25 gift card to the Broken Bow Golf Club. And we're going to tell you details about what they have going on. They're going to get kind of revved up for St. Patrick's Day, and they're going to have some specials along with that. And, of course, they have the Cornhole League that goes on throughout the winter there. They have a whole lot of fun with that. So we're going to tell you a little more about that and how you can take part in the activities. You don't have to be a member at all to enjoy the golf club here in Broken Bow, which is kind of nice. Let's go to number 28. We're going to move a few pegs up the chart. And this one is from the Eagles. This is the 28th best classic rock song of all times.
CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
You know, I've always hated that commercial, and then Grant just told me, hey, if you use Navage, you might be able to smell fragrances better. I'll have to think about that one, Grant. Hey, we're having fun today. I hope you are too, and I hope that life is treating you well. But we all know that we go through some roller coaster rides in life, and you know, sometimes we don't even know why we're not feeling good about things, and sometimes we have things that happen in our lives that make us feel bad and depressed. Whatever the case may be, if we're in that situation, just like any other illness, we need to get help. And some folks here in the Custer County area, because of some things that have happened here over the last few years, decided to take it on themselves to help bring awareness to mental health and the importance of reaching out. So they created a website, and now a Spanish version is also available, which is very, very cool. And so it can help everybody around that needs help. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. If you're feeling depressed, you need to get it fixed as best you can. And if you have people around you and you notice they're out of sorts and unhappy, and it happens for a while or more often than not, you might tell them about this website as well. It could be a family member, somebody in your church, somebody you work with, just a good friend. The website is mhpcc.org. And again, that's now in a Spanish version, which is fantastic. The website, again, mhpcc.org, and it's a very simple page with resources on it of experts who can help get you to the right place for mental health repair.
It's super important.
Very important, and it's so good that those folks were able to see their way to do that. Now, I'm going to give you a choice.
Oh, boy.
Life is full of choices, my friend.
Many paths.
Many paths.
Yeah.
So let me just find this here. I told you that the song Sunshine of Your Love by Cream is number 43. Now, some would say that's a little too far down the chart, but we're looking at 1,000, and I fibbed earlier, but not on purpose, the top 1,043 classic songs of all times, not the 1,300.
Okay.
Still a lot of songs. So to be 43 is pretty good.
That's a fair few.
So Sunshine of Your Love is one of those songs, if you were, when it came out and you were a young lady or a guy, probably more so the guys, we all went around in the summer going,
yeah.
Either, when we were by ourselves, we were usually pretending we were playing guitar. And it still resonates today. Now, I have two versions for you.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, I have the original Sunshine of Your Love with Cream. And then I have a version that was recorded a few years ago live that Eric Clapton did. I believe he played this in Chicago at the blues show, the big, huge blues show they have every year. And he played it there, and they recorded it. So which one would you like to hear, co-host?
I'm a purist. I think I want to hear Cream.
The original.
Yeah.
All right. You got it.
Tools, from trimmers to blowers, and you'll find service from experienced professionals. Real STIHL. Find yours at stihlusa.com. Lowe's and Home Depot are trademarks of their respective companies.
I think farming picked me. I didn't pick farming. I'm not afraid to try something new. It's my farm, my family, and our future. My Channel Seedsman gets that. I get access to innovative products with personalized advice backed by data to maximize my yield potential. With Channel, I know I'll prosper for years to come.
Define your future at channel.com/future. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices. Copyright 2022 Bayer Group. All rights reserved.
Do you love shopping local? Listen up, because now is the time to win.
All right, your chance to win that $25 gift card to the Broken Bow Golf Club. And before we open up the phone lines, we want to tell you that St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and the Broken Bow Golf Club would love to celebrate with you. Stop in for a Reuben Burger special, includes one side, and try out their loaded tots. They'll have green beer and a St. Patrick's Day special to go along with all of that. So stop in on Friday, March 17th, a week from today, for St. Patty's Day. Open to everyone at the Broken Bow Golf Club, located just west of town on the Memorial Drive.
Beautiful club.
Yep, come around Highway 2 or come down Memorial Drive and have some fun at the Broken Bow Golf Club on St. Patty's Day.
And come see us, because we're right across the street.
Yeah, we're not far away.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, we've been playing top classic rock songs from over the years. All we need you to do is call us and tell us your favorite classic rock song. Your favorite classic rock song is... Call us and tell us at 872-2801, and you will win that $25 gift card. You've got 60 seconds to give us a call, and the phone is ringing now.
Welcome back to Dear John, sponsored by John Deere. Let's go to a caller. Kevin.
Oh, hey, John, big fan. I was wondering if I could give a quick shout-out.
Absolutely, my man.
If you're listening, dear, just know how much I appreciate you stepping up this harvest. I've been at my best thanks to you. I love you.
Aw, what's this lucky lady's name?
Oh, sorry. I was talking to my new S-Series Combine. That thing is awesome.
John Deere's Harvest Tech helps you be your best you. Visit a dealer or johndeere.com/gain ground to upgrade.
Have you ever asked a farmer if they talk to their fields?
Promise me you'll grow nice and tall. You got that? No, you were corn in 2013, not 2014. Hope you were thirsty. You think Cheryl's still mad at me?
After all that talking, sometimes it's time to listen. Your field has a voice, and John Deere Operations Center helps you hear it. Unlock every acre's full potential by using both agronomic and economic data. Visit johndeere.com/operations center and unlock your operation.
All right, we have Sandy on the line. Thanks for holding, Sandy. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Have you had a good week?
I didn't like the snow yesterday. Thank you very much.
We're all a little tired of it. We asked for it. We got it. Now we're tired of it, right?
Yeah, I'm afraid the ditch is going to come up and wash my house down.
Well, I hope not. I hope not. Well, hey, thanks for listening, Sandy. What would be your favorite old rock song?
Oh, well, I'm really old, you know.
Oh, now, Sandy, don't. What was popular when you were a teenager in the early 20s? What'd you like back then?
Oh, I loved Elvis. I can tell you
Elvis Presley.
Hey.
You can play him every day, and
Yep.
nothing but a hound dog. You know, I'd be singing with him.
Yeah.
You know?
Heartbreak Hotel.
Yeah.
Jailhouse Rock. All of those. Yeah.
Yeah, Jailhouse Rock. You know, that was really quite the song.
Yes. There was
Right
some.
down to it. So, you know, I was trying to think of who I really like in that rock and roll, but, you know, I really liked Elvis, Bill Haley, or
Bill Haley.
Comet.
Yeah.
Bill Haley and the Comet. I liked them, and, there's just a lot. One of them that I really like is Gladys Knight and the Pips. I really like her music.
Oh, yeah, soul. You bet. Now, Sandy, when you were a young lady and you were listening to that, like Bill Haley and the Comets, did you have like a poodle dress and swing around and dance like that?
Well, of course I did.
Oh, I bet you did.
In fact, on our 50th class reunion, now I'm really dating me, and like I tell the people at Custer Care, I always have a story. And so I took my black and white Oxfords because we
Nice.
had an auction, and I auctioned off my shoes, my saddle Oxfords.
Oh, boy.
So I don't have them anymore. And then one time when I was an Avon manager, I had a party out at the, I won something out there at the country club. And I had a 50s party out there and here these Avon ladies came, and some of them, you know, at that time I was pretty young, and some of them were close to my age now. Here they came. Oh, like I said, I just have a story for everything in this world.
Well, what we'll have you do is come out and pick up your $25 gift card when you can, or maybe have Holly come pick it up, whichever, and you can go have one of those Reuben burger specials on St. Patty's Day.
Oh, it sounds really good.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to give it to my son-in-law.
Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I could probably sing happy birthday to Steve today.
Is it his birthday?
Yeah, today is Steve Payne's birthday.
Oh, man, I'm glad you told us that.
And so, you know, he won't be surprised when I pick up the phone and I'll call his cell phone, and then what he'll hear is his gravel Gertie singing him happy birthday, because I do that to all of them.
Oh, I thought maybe you were going to do it over the air for him.
Oh, I can do that, too.
Okay, all right, let's hear it, Sandy.
Okay, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, Sandy, that was good. And I bet you Steve is just as happy as punch.
Well, I hope he didn't run off the road with that big old thing he drives.
Yeah, well, we don't need a load of propane going down. That's for sure. Hey,
No, then we'd have the fire department
yeah,
out.
we don't need that. Sandy, thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
Here's a gift for you.
Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the